that I control nothing. I'm just here. I'm on God's time. But yes, tonight, Charlotte was insane. The energy was insane in the entire room. And I just really want you all to know how much I appreciate you. I love you too, Avery. I do. I want y'all to know how much I appreciate the kind of support you give. I didn't get a chance to tell you guys how great the movie was. It was, now you got to prepare to get emotional a little bit. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's emotional to watch because there are moments within Nip's movie, I Want to Dance. There are just moments that, of course, I knew about, but I know a lot of you guys don't know about. And working with Clive for so long, the actor that played Clive was impeccable. He was even doing the thing that Clive does on the desk when he's playing you a song. And Clive loved to turn around and put something in that tape deck or CD player. You know, I was from the era where it started with the tape deck. And he would just do things that are just so significant in the movie. It just was crazy to see how hard all of the actors and actresses work to make everything believable. So please make sure you take your families out to support I Want to Dance and to see I Want to Dance and to enjoy it and learn a little bit more about Nip and the way that she moved and felt about a lot of different things. And what's funny is Whitney and I, the one area we are most similar is if I think it or feel it, then I'm going to say it. And neither of us would do songs that we didn't believe in or that we didn't feel like were significant to who we were. So make sure y'all take your families to see I Want to Dance. It comes out December 23rd. It was extremely well done. And it was moments of just hearing Whitney's voice. What you say, Oshante, the attitudes? Yes, our attitudes were very similar. You say Mello, stay checking me in the comments. What did Mello say? Run it back. Say it again. Say it to my face. It is no telling what my child has said on here. That's my baby. Wait till I am just retired, making sure that they're good and kind of overseeing and helping with their careers. I look forward to it because they are my world. All four of them. You could check my oldest out. You ain't say nothing, Mello? They said you said something. What you say? My oldest, you can go to his page. You can go to Uno's page and see, go to the club on his night in Atlanta. Join him. Everything he puts together is insane. I mean, if you know, like even my record Trenches, Malik put that together. Well, we call him Uno too, so his name on here is Uno. But he put that together. He just does a lot. What you say, Buck? It's past my bedtime. Who bedtime? You know I'm late night with it. I sleep in the day like the vampires. Although I'm not one and don't want to be one. And that's my oldest. And then Rodney, you could check his music out all the time. He is constantly creating and putting things on SoundCloud. And the crazy part about my son is he could play live instruments, but he also works all of the equipment I've ever purchased him or he's ever gotten, or either from his dad or even he's gotten stuff from Dallas. Dallas is giving him stuff. Pops gave him stuff. B. Cox is giving him stuff. So he always, keeps his music just at a pristine level. And the fact that he can do everything that he does, he'll create the beats and then he'll rap over them in the whole nine. And he definitely can hold a note, even though he don't really like to say that. But if you listen to his music, you can hear it right off. And then I got Romello. You can follow him at ROMELO. Romello is a full-on athlete. Like any game, that he decides to participate in, he just masters. And he's a Capricorn, so he don't like to do anything. You know, they could be a little selfish, but they got the biggest hearts. My father is one. Their father is one. I know them very well. But they are the hardest workers you'll ever find. If they put their mind to something, it's getting done. Hey, Nikki. If my baby put his mind to something, it's up. That's what it is. That's it. What you say, Ray? He a dunker now. he working on it. He gonna get up through there. Believe that. I am also very, very proud of my youngest, my only girl. She is really focused on, believe it or not, she is obsessed with her self-defense class. Yeah. One of my friends was like, I'm just going to come and take her to her ballet class. I'm like, she's not in ballet. She's in a self-defense class and gymnastics. And they like, it would be your kid to just like want to fight for sport. But it's really good because it teaches her a lot of protection for herself. My cousin Deetra actually found a place that she takes her to, and I think it's pretty cool because kids have to deal with so much right now. They can't even just enjoy being in school. So it teaches them a lot of the things to watch and pay attention to. Said Mo, why didn't you play Whitney? I don't think I could have, to be very honest. It was hard for me. I actually had to leave for a second and get myself together and come back. You know, there's a certain level of relationship that is so deep and deeply rooted within you that everything about it is emotional. I mean, I guess if I had been asked, there's nothing that her mom would ever ask me to do that I would not do. But I don't know how I would contain my emotions throughout the process. I'm still going through a lot. I'm still trying to heal from some things that, you know, taking a lot of losses, especially human beings that you love and got a relationship with. I'm still dealing with that. So it's, I don't know. I would have tried it, you know, but it's a lot. Momo, your performance was perfection tonight as always. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the energy that you guys gave tonight. And tomorrow, I'll be in Connecticut. And we're going to have a good time. I don't know where we went, but I got some collard greens that taste like somebody grandma made them. And I'm so grateful for them in this moment. I'm so grateful. I really am. How is my prayer life these days? It's amazing because it comes second nature to me. I look like I smell like heaven and pure love. I try to make sure I always smell good. And I try to make sure I always give love. How old was I when I met Bobby Christina? No, you got to understand, our friendship was already extremely in depth at that point. I was around before Chrissy was even born. So the entire process, I was fortunate enough to be around. Make sure you guys go see it though. December 23rd is out. Take your families. It's definitely a movie that your family can watch for sure, without a doubt. God is for sure on my side. But yeah, I was answering. I wanted to complete that thought. My prayers are consistent. You have to pray without ceasing. It's a consistent thing. It's a part of my everyday. And I don't always get it all right. Like, you know, as people come into my life, I realize that some people are for a reason and some for a season, some for a lifetime. And who's for a lifetime is to be seen. But one thing I can tell you is that no matter what happens, I am going to be good to the people that come into it. And if you see me turn my back or let go, as I say, let go of the wheel, that means there's something transpired that just didn't work for me. But here's the thing about me. I don't do a lot of explaining when it comes to why I may not be in the mix with different situations, places, and people. Because the reality is that that's a private part of it all. And if you really love somebody, Like really love somebody. And I don't partially love. I love for real. When you really love somebody, you can even love them from a distance. I'm not getting ready to talk bad. I'm not getting ready to downplay. I'm not about to be negative. I'm not about to over explain things, because nothing happens for nothing. And people that are meant to be in your life, they will be there. And you have to be careful with those people. Now, you can't mistreat people and say that you're supposed to be here, then you'll be here. I hate when people do that. I've had somebody attempt to be like, well, if it's meant, no, you did something horrible. So, we can will in good or we can will in bad. I always say that you reap what you sow. So, for me, one of the things that are most indicative of, if you love me, you're going to respect me. You're going to honor me. You're going to speak to me with a level of love and kindness. And here's what I always say, and this would only work for the parents. If you have a problem knowing what you should or shouldn't do, whether it's in a friendship, a relationship, doesn't matter. Let's say it's your homegirl. If what you're doing to your homegirl, you would not want your daughter's friend to do to her, you shouldn't be doing it. If what you're doing to your husband or your mate or your fiance or whoever your man is something you would not want a female to do to your son, you shouldn't be doing it. And for men, the way you treat women, I want you to pull up something, fellas. The sins of our father. If you don't want your daughters getting their hearts broke, getting talked to any type of way, getting hands put on them, getting treated, and I don't want to hear about who gonna do what, because half of the time as women, we're not even telling our daddies. We're not telling our brothers. We're trying to deal with it on our own. Be conscientious of how you treat not just the person that gave birth to your daughter, but any woman you come in contact with. That's really what reaping what you sow means on a lot of different levels, because we as people, we forget that we put it out in the atmosphere, it's coming back. So I'm one of those people that I'll fight for my respect and what I feel is right and what I feel is wrong. And if I feel like I've been wrong, I'm definitely apologizing. I'm definitely letting you know. I'm definitely, and I'm also a person that I don't feel like I got it all figured out. So I may go to, if you have an elder that possesses a level of wisdom, don't be afraid to talk to them and learn more. My mom is my sounding board. So when something happens, like a couple days ago, something happened with somebody that I really love. And so I had the conversation with her and she was like, no, you're absolutely correct. You decide how people are supposed to treat you. And if you didn't appreciate whatever was transpiring, then you have to acknowledge that. And now you'll see if they love you the way you love them, because either that energy will be reciprocated and it'll be acknowledged that, okay, yeah, that didn't go the way it should have, or maybe not. But either way, you can still move in love. Like, I'm still going to move in love. I'm not going to be out here going against the people that I have love for, because there's still such thing as loving even from afar. You don't even have to be right in somebody's space to still grant them a level of love. You know what I mean? So it's a daily walk. It's a daily walk for me. People always ask me about praying, I guess because I've shared prayers here before. But when I'm out and about, praying for me is easy because it's second nature to me. It doesn't take anything for me to do it.